Good evening, everyone. Sorry, the connection went off the other time. So can we just remind every other person to join in? Good evening, good evening. Good evening, everyone. As you join in, just let us know where you're joining from. That'll be greatly appreciated. We will start shortly just to give a chance to other people that have not joined. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll start at exactly 10 minutes past. Thank you. Please let us know where you're joining from. All right, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. As you join in, please mute yourself. You're welcome to Synergy International Network. And today we're talking more, just going to be sharing an information session about how to relocate to Ireland as a care worker. Thank you for joining in. If you have not introduced yourself in the chat box, please do.
Okay.
Thank you, Dapo. You're welcome.
I'm Idorian from the city of Uyo in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, you're welcome. You can use the chat box, okay? So we're going to start, okay? Please, can everybody mute and use the chat box to communicate so that we can all go? Yeah. Can you just monitor Let me see if I can add you as a co-host so you can monitor people. Okay. That can you confirm, is my video blinking from here?
No, it's not blinking. It's just showing the flyer for the webinar.
Okay, all right. All right, guys, it's 10 minutes past. We will start. So again, my name is Olayinka Aremu. I'm a co-founder, director of Synergy Session Network. You're welcome to the information session regarding how to relocate to Ireland as a care worker. To be honest, I know probably most of you might even know more than myself at this point, because I know there's been a lot of information out there regarding this. So first, just a bit of a rewind. Last year, November 30th, the Minister Mary and Damien English released a report or an announcement that come 2023, January 23 to be precise, that they will be releasing, approving, it's already approved, so they will be released more than 1,000 home care worker visa in Ireland. And so that means people can come in from outside the country and so that was the main essence of, the all information. And then we started informing our people, you as well, just everyone could be on board. But to be honest, like we've been so bombarded with requests, like the alarming requests, interest in Ireland when it comes to relocating as home care worker, healthcare assistant. So it's not possible for us, myself and all my staff, to keep up with the emails to the response, requests. So that's the essence of this information session. So rather than everybody sending email, we will do this so we are all on the same page, just to bring you up updates regarding the home care worker visa. I'm sure we have more than 100 people that have shown interest. In fact, more than 100. And in the Telegram group, we already have over 100 at the same time there. So just a quick recap for regarding what this is all about, the home care worker visa. For those that I'm sure some of you might have seen the video, that was why you requested that, there was a video I made last year as well about this. So the home care worker visa has been approved, but up to now, there is no formal announcement of release or, of starts. Let me put it that way. So remember they said January. I know it's still early part of January, okay? So just for you to know, like it's still the same. Nothing has changed about the announcement. It has not been withdrawn, but the thing, there hasn't been, what will I say now, like start dates. And most employers here in Ireland now are not, unless they have a go ahead, so to say. If you go to their website, you won't find anything, concrete about work visa for home care workers from abroad or from overseas. In fact, some of them have written boldly on their websites that they are not offering visa sponsorship at the moment. So, and I think that is basically because it's not yet started. You understand what I mean? Okay. So, but that is not to discourage anyone. Okay, that is not to discourage us. But like I said, it's still an early, January is still very young. This is just the 7th. So, but the other thing that I want us to know is that there are things that we have to do in preparation for this, which is one of the things I'm going to be sharing here. So while we wait for the formal, release or start this, and then we also wait for some employers to start, recruiting actively for this. what are the things you have to do? Now, the first thing, like I've said and I've shared in the Telegram group, you need to get yourself prepared. Okay, you need to get yourself prepared ahead now. Like I said, they said 1,000, more than 1,000 visa, but I tell you that over 30,000 people will be applying. We're applying for the same position, not just from Africa, all over the world. So how do you put yourself, as an extra edge above others? So that is what you need to be considering. Okay, remember that this is a visa sponsorship package, so to say. So employers want, they also will be getting, like, I'm sure for some of them that I've checked, to actually put it on their website and no visa sponsorship, because they have received massive requests or interest and emails and all that. So how do you get yourself, that extra edge? Now, first of all, this is for home care workers. Either you are a nurse, you are not a nurse, or so it's for home care workers. It doesn't matter if you don't have nursing background. All right, it's an open, but you need the qualification. You definitely need the qualification. So I mentioned about the qualification that is required. If you go to the website that I shared earlier, we can still have access to that website. You can share it again on the group. You need to have a minimum level of QPI level 5. QPI level 5 or FETAC, that is what they require, or equivalent of that. Now, so I went for that to check what are these equivalents. Now, for those that know, if you are looking for a QPI course, most of these courses are offered online. Some of them are offered online, and most of them are offered by Irish registered companies. So that means most of them will require you to either be resident in Ireland, or you are in Ireland for you to do like the work placements and the other stuff. But you can actually start online. Send an email to a particular agency, and they are requesting that the candidates must be resident in Ireland, while some others, are open. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So which are those ones that you can approach and start your online QPI training, healthcare support training. Okay. Now, talking about equivalence of it, I actually saw an advert on HSE. HSE is the public government, the government hospitals and all that, health service executive. So I saw an advert about healthcare assistant, and there are some equivalent that some people might have. So if you don't have the QPI, what are the equivalent? Now, if you are from an healthcare related background, you have BSc or degree in nursing, healthcare social work, any degree related in health, that could be equivalent. There could be some equivalence of it, especially when you have some clinical tone or skills. So we have a BSc or a degree in adult education, adult care, social care. All these could be, relevant and equivalent to a QPI. Now, I'm saying this based on my own and based on what I saw on that HSC requirement. At the same time, if you have any care skill training, might not be Ireland, might not be QPI. I know I'm sure that a lot of people have done some trainings in the UK. If you have done any UK healthcare training, healthcare support training, that could be relevant. So for those that haven't done that, maybe that you can try that. At least you have something to put in your CV. Okay. I was also informed recent that there's a particular, I'll put it in the group there, in the chat group there. There's a particular agency that is actually granting interviews, okay, granting interviews to oversee. So at least if you get an interview, that is a way ahead. So I'm going to put that in the group now. So only make sure that you have the necessary skill, okay? You have to upgrade your CV for this. You need to get your CV up on the game for this, because if your CV is not okay, they are not going to attend to it. So keep your eye on the chat. I'm going to drop that there. So that is that, okay? So let's look them up. I'm not mentioning them in the video, so just keep your eye on the chat box. So I'm going to look that up now, and then I'll share the link, exact link for the job adverts, so you can send them an email. Just confirm that you got the link that I just sent, that maybe you want to resend the links there. So that is one, okay? So again, make sure your CV, if you know that you are not sure of your CV, you can revamp your CV. You need to have details of the requirements. So now if I share with you what the requirement is here now, they are looking for individuals that have experience, managing autism, acquired brain injuries, challenging behaviors, intellectual disability, and so on. They have other positions as well, like a general healthcare assistant position. So make sure that you tailor your CV to fit the requirements of the job. That is very important. And now this very important here, they said no experience is required or relevant qualification needed, as full training will be provided to the right candidates. No experience required or relevant qualification needed. So I think you can give it a try for this. Relevant life experience will be an advantage as well. So look into that, and then you can apply, okay? So that's about the training. Now for the QQI, for those that are interested to take the QQI, I've sent in some links into the Telegram group, and I'll make mention of that again. So Open College offering the training. So if you go to Open College, you can start the training now. I know the training is a bit expensive, but if it's something you can afford, I would advise that you go for it. You can actually start online, okay? Even if you do one or two, especially I would recommend that you do the care skills first. So if you do the care skills first, that is, very sufficient, and then you can do something related to care of the older persons as well, or communication. So those are the ones, the key ones that I would recommend to do. Those ones does not require physical training, unlike manual handling and other ones. Okay, so I'll talk about Open College now. Chevron training. So Chevron College also offers a KQI level 5 healthcare course. They have 8 modules, and the total, if you're enrolling for the 8 modules, is about 1,150. But if you are taking single modules, I think the minimum you get per module is about 290 or 280. So that is that. Nightcourses.com, okay, also provides that training, KQI level 5 major. And you can also, I've talked about Open College, I've talked about Chevron, and Progressive College also does the training. So you might want to try Progressive College. I don't know if I shared that link before in the group. So Progressive College, Open House, Night Courses, Chevron, CarePaths. So CarePaths also offers, but CarePaths is an agency, so to say, so you can take it, you can check CarePaths as well, carepaths.com. Let me see if I can get the link, and I'll share it now. Now, if you have any question, just why we are talking about this, you can drop it in the chat box and I'll take it all afterwards. Yeah, so CarePath training. I think that they've changed their name to Barbican now. So they also offer that. I'll drop the link there now. Okay, so that's CarePath training. Now, I know some people have done courses on Allison.com. I've done all these free courses and all that. You can put that in your CV, okay? You can put that in your CV, but you will be required at some point to submit your certificate. So be ready. I know most of like Allison require you to pay before you can get certificate. So at least you have some experience, like you have some education, you've gone through some knowledge. So put it in your CV. Now, if you are a family carer, okay, yeah, Florence Academy is one of all those online as well. Okay, so if you are a family carer, maybe you have somebody in your family you've been nursing, you can put it in your CV as well, you know, to say that you have been nursing, maybe your relative. So look at the skills that are required, okay? If you look at all these jobs, now most of the jobs will say not for overseas, okay? But never mind, look at their job description or the requirement. Now use that to build your CV, okay? Now I'm not telling you to lie, so you have to tailor your CV to meet the requirements. Do you understand? Now for family carers, you could say like you have cared for your parents, you have communication skill, compassion. So they must put this in your CV, all right? And you can put timelines, maybe in 1 year, you did that continuously or things like that. So include that. If you have done any volunteering work with any NGO, healthcare related NGO, you know, you can also include it as well. So that is, you need to put some skills in your CV, all right? Apart from that, so I mentioned the training, so you can continue to, you can start this, you can start it. Do the free ones if you want to. If you have not, if you have it, put it in your CV as well. But just be ready to provide certificate when it is required. I hope I'm communicating. Now, the other thing that you will need is a police clearance, so certificates you might need. You can also include that in your CV that you are police vetted. So that already answered their unasked question anyways. So get a police clearance from your country of origin and you have it ready. Okay, any immunization like hepatitis, flu, if applicable, MMR, that's the mumps, measles, and rubella vaccine, the TB one. So get all your vaccination checked and intact and up to date. Okay, some might require like I won't say international driving license can be applicable, but if you have it, that is good. It is not a major requirement, okay? But if you have it, that can be an added advantage as well for you. Because some of these home supports, you might have to, travel some distance there. So if you have a driving license, international driving license, although when you come to Ireland, you have to convert it, but at least that prepares you ahead as well. Okay, so I'll just take a question there. If you're a nurse, will you require the course? So I've mentioned this earlier. So if you are a nurse, you do not require, the nursing already gives you that edge over that. So you don't need to do any courses. Just make sure that your CV states that you are a nurse and emphasize more on your care role, your care skills, in your CV as a nurse. Okay, now the other thing, now that that question has been asked, I was going to say this. Personally, I kind of discourage nurses, not because I don't want nurses to come, travel, but I know that if you're coming on this kind of visa, it's going to be a general visa. The general visa means that you will not be able to, you won't have automatic family reunification until after 12 months. Okay, so there's a difference between general work permits and the critical work permits. But if you're coming in as a nurse, you'll be on the critical work permit. Okay, and that gives you automatic, immediate family reunification as that you can apply for your family immediately, even though the application process might take some months, but at least you can apply immediately, unlike the general work permits that you might have to have worked for a year, before you can apply for a family. So that's just one of the difference. So, but of course, it's your choice. If you want to come in as a nurse under the home care support, please start shooting your shots. You don't have to wait. You have, most of them are not even requesting for IELTS, okay? So just start applying. Now, where do you apply to? I sent an email in the group there, and that one is an exclusive email, so that I received, so you might want to shoot your shot, okay? Now, apart from that, where do you get jobs? irishjobs.ie. I'm going to put that there. Now, I need you to confirm that you can, okay, sorry, I need to put everyone. There are some jobs, there are some healthcare worker, healthcare assistant jobs on irishjobs.ie. However, you still meet, some of them will say, we are not recruiting, but just give it a try. Nursing homes in Ireland, you can browse nursing homes in Ireland, you will find their emails and you can shoot your shots as well. So let me get you these healthcare assistant jobs in Irish jobs. So let me share this with you now. I'll share my screen so you can see how to search for the jobs. So can somebody confirm that you can see my screen? Okay. Yeah, so if you remember, like I told you, that one of the requirements for the work visa is that the employer must be ready to pay nothing less than 27,000. So this is within the requirements, okay? Now, this is Noah Healthcare, and they are recruiting. So home care support, you can change this and put healthcare assistant, okay? You can put healthcare assistant, that's fine. So just search, let's see if we'll have more. So home care worker jobs. So this is one home care support worker in Blanchardstown. This is another one. So so you can apply to CPA as well. CPAs are agencies so that recruit. So you can apply to them. So if you open up to this now, you will see the requirement. And you can apply directly through agencies, okay? You can apply directly through agencies. So if you come here, you will see their email. You will see their direct website, and then you will see their email from their website. Remember that what we are doing with the ACA program to Ireland at Synergy is a do-it-yourself mentorship. So I'm going to show you as much as possible as you can do yourself, okay? So if you go to CPA jobs, then you can have, more information. So just so you see what home care assistant do to get familiar with what the job is, a permanent contract. You can get up to 18 euros per hour. This is a very good one. They will give you training, free people handle course, supported HSC courses, personal training. So the package here is very good, but of course you need to up your game. Okay, so that is about that. So you'll see a lot more on irishjobs.ie. The other place you can check is Indeed. Okay, if you go to indeed.com, now I try to put Care Visa Sponsorship Ireland in the search. Okay, it will come up. So if you see Care Visa Sponsorship Ireland, let me check which screen you are seeing now. Yeah, so if you see, so Comfort Keepers Ireland, they are Comfort Keepers agencies here in Ireland as well that provides home support, but they themselves, they put it up. If you see, they put it in their website there. Please note, we do not provide visas or sponsorship for this role. You must have the right to work in Ireland and provide a valid visa to be considered for this role. Okay, so for anyone that is already in Ireland, and this is very straightforward. You can get this. You will have orders. So you can use, this is a care support worker in Galway. Let's see if they wrote the disclaimer there. So like I said, most of them are already writing the disclaimer. Look at this already now. The role is based in Galway and we do not support relocation or visa sponsorship. Like I said, it is because it has not been, kicked off. So let's keep fingers crossed. Hopefully very soon, but like I said, you can shoot your shots. Okay. So Indeed, you can try Jobs Ireland as well. Jobs.ie, jobsireland.ie. So, but don't be discouraged. Get your CV ready. And once we have any show, like we have a guaranteed one, we'll send it into the group. Now I'm coming back to the training. There are some trainings for those that are in Nigeria, particularly now. You can look around your country to see what are the trainings going on there for care support. I'm aware of my assistants, my care assistant offers some healthcare trainings as well in Nigeria. So look around your country and see if are there any, healthcare trainings, support trainings going on that you can do. At least that one will be hands-on. And you can, if you have any opportunity to do a work placement, even if it is voluntary, do that as well and include in your CV. It's going to give you more chances. Okay. Do you have any question? I will take question because I'm sure you have questions. So while I wait for your responses, your questions, just to recap again, this is free info session for the Care Worker to Ireland via visa sponsorship. So if you have your trainings or your qualification, please start applying now. A lot of people have been applying. Start applying. Don't wait till they said, oh yeah, go. Just drop your CV. If you don't, then start a training, start a course, one of the courses. So you can do anyone online that maybe free or paid. And the ones that I've recommended that are really QQI trainings, I mentioned it, Open College, Progressive College, Chevron training, night courses as well. So, and they offer that. Now, another company that I think I've shared in the Telegram group, Hollandia, I want to check them out as well. So, well, I was told that they recruit more nurses. So for that person that is looking for nurses, like you are a nurse and you want to relocate as care worker, so you might try Hollandia. Okay, OPRNet as well are recruiting. All right, try them out. Now, some direct like, because it is a home care support visa, it's not healthcare assistant. So it will be more of agencies that provide home support and not necessarily nursing homes. So if you're applying to nursing homes, they might not, accept, but again, give it a try. Nursing homes are looking for healthcare assistant as well. I'm also aware of another one. I'll put it in a group, in the group, and I'll put it up here now. If you want to look them up, Epic Word. So check them out as well, and you get their email. You can send email. Now, most of them might also be requiring that you have an accommodation, okay, because there is accommodation crisis in Ireland, and so they don't want somebody that will come in and will be stranded. So just make sure you look around and see if you have anybody living in Ireland that can give you, you can use their address, okay, as your place of abode. So that's, I know Epic Word was requiring that for one of their nursing homes that they're recruiting for. The question is different between AQF. I don't know what AQF is, but when it comes to Ireland, it's a KQI or FETAC. So it used to be FETAC, but that has been changed to KQI, and there are different levels. So they are asking, the minimum, the what they're asking of is level 5. So like BSc nursing, if you have a degree, your degree is equivalent to like level 7. So you are even above, so you don't need, this is automatically equivalent. So just give me 1 second. I'm looking for this particular HSC requirements that I was talking about, the equivalent of that. So I hope that explains. So you might want to type in healthcare assistant as well, okay, just to give you more opportunity. And I want to use this opportunity to, I know I apologize because I honestly, I don't have the luxury of time to respond to individual requests. That is the more reason why we are doing this info session. So if you have any question, or if at any point in time you're watching this and you still have a question, you can then ask in the group. So this came out, I think was it yesterday, healthcare assistant mental health, the rolling campaign. So that means there's no end dates, there's no expiry. It came out yesterday. We can see updated. So you can check it out as well. I'm looking for ones that are HSC as well. So there are so many jobs. There's so many jobs. And you see most of them, the role is PQI level 5 qualification in healthcare or related. Homestead is another one that could, employ. So look at this. You see, most of these things are agencies. Most of the ones, especially on Irish jobs, and you can visit their website. You can go to their website, and then you'll be able to see their direct email from there. So from their website, if you go view employer profile, then you will see the details there. You can get their email. You can see if they have other job openings as well that maybe they are not advertised there, and you give it a try, okay? My system is very slow, so bear with me. It's been working since 4:30 a.m. today. Okay. So I've talked about the certificate now. I cannot specifically say that they accept any training that is not KQI. But what I can say is that since most of the ones we were seeing, they are not even looking for, some of them will say no qualification or no experience required. But if you have them, what did you learn there? You can just include them in your CV and submit the CV. Do you understand what I mean? Include them in your CV and submit it. There's no harm in it, okay? And some of them are saying equivalent. So the definition of equivalent is what generally we still don't know. But I am sure that if you have a degree, in any healthcare related course, it will be equivalent, especially nursing, social care, adult social care, adult care, social care also. If you have a degree, BSc in that, or even if it's a postgraduate course, it can be equivalent to it. You understand what I mean? So for Florence, either Florence or any other online, so I'm not sure about the equivalence of that, but again, put them in your CV. Just put them in your CV and what you have learned there. Just list out your skills in the CV. If you really need help with how to revamp your CV, therefore you can resend the link there for as many that want, and then we can do that for you. So I'm trying to open up this particular one to see the requirements. I think because I've opened it before. The way I'm looking for healthcare assistant job, you guys would think I'm the one looking for the job. All right, any other question? I just really want to get this one, and I saved it. I can't remember where I saved it. Unit jobs in Mayor. Okay, let me see. Okay, so if you look at this one now, possesses the relevant, am I sharing? No, I actually thought I was sharing. Sorry. So now, each candidate must at the latest date for receipt, completed application form, possess relevant KQI, further education and training, level 5, certificate in health service skills, or better clarified certificate, a relevant healthcare qualification, or irrelevant healthcare qualification. So if you have any health-related qualification, it will be, acceptable. If you have previous experience as an attendant, mod tax, or a comparable role, you can, put it there and include it in your CV as well. So just explore. So I've talked about any online course that you have done that's either paid or paid, include it in your CV. That's just the summary I'll say about that. But you definitely need your CV revamped. You need your CV to stand out. Okay, so if you can tell me what the feedback is, have you send them an email to any of those places and let us know what they say about. But I'm sure I've heard feedback from a particular one that say unless if the person is resident in Ireland, that person is not eligible to register for the EQI course. So I sent some, if you're in the group, I sent some links there. So send them an email and explain your situation, okay? So auxiliary nurse with a diploma in nursing and caregiving apply. So now I don't know what to mean by auxiliary nurse, but if you have a diploma in nursing, then you can apply. That could be, again, this is just me. I'm not the agencies or the recruiters, but you can always give it a try. Yeah, so long as your CV, you feel like your CV it's up to the standard. You have all the requirements. So again, like I said, look at these jobs and look at what they are looking for and use that to modify your CV. So yeah. All right. So any other question? Thank you, Dapo, for sharing that. Like I said, this is just a general info session because just to, for so many questions and so on. I know a lot of people have so many questions. Just keep at it. We don't have any other updates apart from the ones that was released last year. Okay. But just keep hope alive and keep on training. Do your, get your CV ready, keep applying, as much as any opportunity that anyone that I have, I'll share in the group. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone. If you still have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're watching this, maybe you were not part of the training or of this meeting here, you can ask a question later on in the group. Thank you very much. Oh, your question was not, what was the question? Akoso. I didn't see any question. You said I did a CV with career.co.uk. Is that a question? Health assistant in my country, I have NMC. So like I said, so you've done an healthcare related. So give it a try. Shoot your shots. Okay, somebody's asking about contract duration. So if you look at the job adverts, you would check the contract duration. These are not, it's not a general response, it depends on the employer. Okay, it depends on the employer. Every job advert, you just look at their requirements. Some might require for some level of English language, proof of English language. Even if you have to say that you're schooled or you are from a country where the English language is, just prove yourself, put it in your CV. Okay, so I can't say specifically that these are the agency requiring IELTS because their requirement varies. Okay. Are the agencies requiring? Okay, so I've answered that. Is it UKVI? So if you are looking for IELTS, so I'll suggest that you do IELTS academic. So if you can do, if you do have IELTS UKVI academic, that's also accepted. This IELTS might be mainly for immigration purpose, okay? And some employer might require it, but it is not for, I've not seen any healthcare assistant or home care support work that they're actually asking for IELTS. But if at all you want to get yourself ready, I would suggest that you do IELTS academy. If you have IELTS general as well, well, again, it depends on the employer or the recruiter. So how many months or years for the process? Because I was told Ireland process is 2 years. So I'm not sure where you got that information. Now, again, like I said, we don't have anything concrete about the work visa yet, but there are some employers that are already that are recruiting underground. Okay, there are some that are actually recruiting on. That's why I said just send your email, just keep, send your CV, keep applying, okay, because some of them might be recruiting underground before now. So I actually know of the one I sent to you about Noah SK. They are granting interviews, so but they will only pick the ones that their CV are top notch. So get your CV ready. About the duration of process, I don't know, but it's definitely not 2 years. So once a visa is approved, once you have a visa, I believe within 6 months, if all documentation are okay with the visa process application, which are automatically, statutory. So it will follow through that way. So I don't know where you got that information from. All right, so thank you so much. I'm sure you maybe you're expecting more what would I call it now? Certainty. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but I just wanted you to know that we are still on top of this. I am checking, I am asking, emailing, calling, just trying to get concrete information. But again, January is still young, okay? So let's keep hope alive and make sure you're getting your trainings, make sure you are dusting that your CV, make sure you're applying. So all the links, explore more, go on Google, check agencies in Ireland, check nursing homes in Ireland, go to their websites, you find their email, send an email. If you can call, mail calls. So these are how we do it. So this is, but unfortunately, like we have Dapo can say numerous emails. So that is why this is a free do-it-yourself mentorship. We will show you, we will explain, we will guide you how to go about it. Now, I need to quickly say this. Peradventure, you're fortunate and you got an interview. Please don't rush to the interview without coming back to us or talking to somebody that you know is skillful or knowledgeable about interview to prepare you for the interview. Any opportunities you have, make sure you are putting the best fit forward. Okay, put the best fit forward because you don't want to lose it. So prepare for interview and all sorts. Before you sign any contracts, if you get any contracts, make sure you check in with somebody resident in Ireland that is knowledgeable about all this process. We're happy to go through any contract with you to answer any question you might have. You have to be very, very careful when it comes to contract signing. We hope that very soon we will get, a definite, answer, updates about this, and we will start congratulating people about their moves. So this video will be available on YouTube. Once it's out, you can share it with your friend. Anybody that has any question, like I said, we are unable. Unfortunately, we don't have the capacity to respond to every email, to respond to every question. And that is why we have done this information section. Thank you so much for joining, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you.